Hello everyone, welcome to SAM IELTS YouTube channel. How are you all? I hope that you're all super fine and seriously preparing for the IELTS exam, and that's the reason you have probably landed in this YouTube channel. Well, this channel is actually dedicated to the ambitious people, the people who really want to go and settle down in abroad, either for work or for studies, and for the people who really want to learn English professionally. So today's topic is all about answering the interview questions. See, this is going to be a series. Well, as an IELTS tutor, most of the students from the rural area actually ask me this question. Ma'am, I don't know how to introduce myself. Well, whatever interview you are going for, either it may be an IELTS or it may be a normal interview, the first and foremost question that the interviewer actually asks you is that, introduce yourself. So today I'm going to reveal you how to introduce yourself even if you are a fresher or an experienced person who actually lack the communication skills. So actually I'm going to reveal you the two-step formula that you can actually use to introduce yourself efficiently to the interviewer. Well, let's get started. In today's video, I'm going to share what the interviewer is actually expecting out of you. The second thing, I'm going to reveal you the two-step formula. And the third thing, I'm going to reveal you the grammar issues that the students or the interview people are actually doing. So watch this video till the very end so that you can actually understand what the interviewer is actually expecting from you. First of all, the interviewer actually expects you only two things. First thing is that what is most important to you? What is most important to you? And secondly, the thing is that are you fit for this job? Are you fit for this job? If you really answer these two questions promptly in the introduce yourself, then 90% you are actually got selected. So how to do this properly? I'm going to reveal you the two-step formula so that you can reveal, you can understand, you can practice the introduce yourself question. And please do comment your introduce yourself in the comment section so that if there is any mistake, I can just help you out. Alright, so the thing is that formula, step number 1. In the step number 1, you need to introduce who you are, which means you need to provide you the summary of experience. If you are a fresher, you need to provide the summary of your graduation degrees or what are the certificates that you got. Plus, use an adjective to explain your character because that plays a major role. For example, I will tell you a sample so that you can just listen to it and then I will explain it clearly. Hi, I'm Priya. I am an innovative HR manager with 7 years of work experience. I have been handling end-to-end operations from the recruitment, training and benefits. See, the thing is that in this introduction, I have introduced myself, my work experience first. What is my job role? What is my nature? Instead of saying HR manager, I have introduced myself as the innovative HR manager. So that defines my character. So always you need to understand your character should be merged with the work so that the HR manager can easily recruit you. Because if you are shy or an introvert, you cannot apply for a HR position even though you completed MBA. Because if you are hesitant to speak towards the other people, then how can you hire people? Just for fun I'm saying this. So the only thing is that you need to understand that your characteristics should go along with the job. For example, if you are a fresher, you don't worry about it. Hi, I'm Priya. I have completed BE Computer Science in so-and-so college. Apart from the college degree, I have also completed .NET and Java in the Coursera. Perfect. So the thing is that you need to say that you need to introduce your character along with the work experience or with the graduation experience. What are all the degrees that you have got? You can mention that very clearly. Also, you can mention your CGPA also. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't try to express too much of ideas or too much of things into the introduce yourself, because if you put too much of ideas into the introduce yourself single question, then the HR manager may think about that. Okay. Also, never say too much of lies into the interviewer. Be honest. And that's what the HR manager is actually expecting from you. So the point number 1 is that introduce yourself, experience. Tell about your work experience along with the adjective that describes your nature. This is step number 1 in the formula. So what is step number 2? In the step number 2, you need to mention the accomplishments. What are all the things that you have got? See, for example, if you got something very specific and you're very proud of, what are you proud about yourself? Let me put in other words. What are you proud about yourself? Maybe you get the gold medal in the academics, or maybe you completed a new project, or maybe you have increased the sales, whatever it is, or you have worked in a part-time. Anything is fine. But the thing is that you need to understand what are you proud of, so that the examiner actually or the interviewer actually understands that you are actually eligible for this thing. How to say your accomplishments? Please do understand, never use the superlative. If you use the superlative, then you will be arrogant. We don't want that. Please never use any superlative degree when you are actually explaining your accomplishments. Are you clear about this? Yes. Let me read a sample so that you can really understand. I have led the sales of my company for 3 years and had the opportunity to bring 3 lakh worth of projects during that time. See, the thing is that I have actually explained my accomplishments. I worked in sales for 3 years. Also, I bring in the number. You can specify the number 3 lakh, whatever it is. If you connect anything with the number, then that would be great. For example, if you are a fresher and you don't have any experience, how do you say this accomplishment? Let me give an example for that. Along with my degree, I completed .NET, Java and SQL on Coursera. During this time, I understand that I am a good team member. I can adapt to the team. Perfect. So the thing is that I am telling that I am an adaptable person and I can work in a team. This actually helps. This actually gives you a very good impression to the examiner or the interviewer. So the thing is that while saying the accomplishment, you should be very careful. You should not use any superlative degree. At the same time, you need to introduce yourself very clearly. What is your role? What is your role? How can you say that? So you need to say that very clearly to the interviewer. Are you clear with this? So this is a 2-step formula that you can actually use to introduce yourself either to the IELTS examiner or to the interviewer. If you are going round for the interview, please prepare your introduce yourself. I strongly recommend you to actually watch this video, and at the end of the video, you just write down the comments about yourself. Right? Alright. So now I'm going to deal with the grammar issues. Most of the rural students have this problem, though they are technically well versed. Though they are actually excellent compared to the other people, between the tier 1 college students. However, the job opportunities may lack to them because due to the communication and lack of confidence. So I'm going to tell about how to handle the grammar issues while you are introducing yourself. Please do understand these grammar issues is basic. Okay, I'm not going to teach you something very super related to the grammar, but effective. Alright, so the step number 1, when you are actually saying about the completed course or completed degree, say it in the past tense. You can either use simple past tense if you have so much of complications with the past perfect tense or past continuous tense. See, the one thing that I want to tell you is that use simple words, use simple tense, but please mention everything in the past tense when it is being completed. So you can actually use past simple past, past continuous or past perfect when you want to explain your past completed events. However, when you want to describe about your character, when you want to explain about yourself, please do say that in the present tense. And also, please remember, while you are going for the job, the examiner or the interviewer actually asks you this question. So, you need to say that you left the job. Are you clear? Which means, again, in the past tense. You cannot say that. For example, I said that I have led the sales of my company, which means it is in the past tense. Right? So, the thing is that I cannot say it in the present tense. I have led the sales of my company for 3 years and had the opportunity. So, I am telling everything in the past tense, not in the present tense. Please be careful about the past tense and the present tense. Mostly in the introduce yourself, future tense will not be used. So where to use past tense and where to use present tense you should be aware of. And one more thing I want to stress you that, see, making here and there a few mistakes, that's completely okay. We are not robots to memorize everything. Doing flaws is completely acceptable by the HR manager or the interviewer who's actually taking the interview. Because until or unless you are honest, your answers actually clearly depicts your character, then that's absolutely fine. So don't worry about it. So don't worry that you have to speak 100% perfect grammar and all those things. No, not at all. So don't never ever worry about the thing. But you should be fluent and continuous. That is the one important thing that you need to do. For that, what you can do? Practice. Practice is the key to success. Until or unless you don't practice anything, you don't achieve anything. Whatever it may be. Whether it may be the IELTS exam or whether it may be the interview. So what I want to do is that just prepare your answers very clearly. Then only you can actually crack the introduce yourself question. So the only other important things that you need to understand is that be confident. Whatever you say, you don't worry. You don't get afraid. That is the most important thing. Please have the eye contact with the examiner or the interviewer very clearly when you introduce yourself. Because if you don't look into the eye, then most of the interviewers may think, okay, this girl is not proper. This girl cannot compensate or this girl cannot explain herself well. So what is the point of that? Have eye contact very clearly. Be confident. No one is going to say something wrong about you, even if you say wrong. Okay, that's absolutely okay. It is okay to do mistakes, but be fluent and be confident. Always look into the eye contact of the examiner so that you will get more marks or you will get selected in the interview. Clear? Or another important thing that I am going to tell you is that speak slowly. Speak slowly in the sense I'm not asking you to lower down your voice. I'm asking you to control your rate of speech. If you really control your rate of speech, then for sure the ideas in your mind will come into your mouth. So always just speak slowly in the interview. Alright, the rate of speech should be slow. If it is being slow, then the examiner has the chance to understand each and every word and he really understands, okay, this girl is fit for this. Clear? If you run too fast, then the examiner may miss out certain important words. Also, he will not think, okay, how fast is this girl is speaking? He memorized this answer. And introduce yourself is a question which is not supposed to be memorized. However, I'm just doing this thing to the rural students because the rural students don't have the proper exposure to speak in English to anyone. And that's the reason I have actually guided the people in the rural area probably to prepare the answer for the introduce yourself. Clear? Also, the last important tip that I'm going to give you here is that the behavioral questions is a type of interview questions which the HR manager actually asks to most of the candidates. Because in this behavioral questions, the examiner actually understands the body language, understands the rate of speech, understands your efficiency, understands how well you can present yourself, understands your grammar, understands your fluency. So, 90% of the interview questions or 90% of the IELTS actually questions based on this behavioral questions. So always be careful about your body language, be confident, have the eye contact. It's okay to do mistakes, don't worry about it. But the only one thing is that I would strongly recommend you to practice. In SAM IELTS, actually we help hundreds and hundreds of students to clear the IELTS exam. If you are really struggling in English but still want to go and settle down in abroad either for work or for study, we are here. We have experienced tutors who have unique methods to help you to clear this exam in the first attempt itself. So what are you waiting for? If you really want to go abroad, please visit www.samielts.in or our team WhatsApp number 90431 40844. Thank you for watching this video till the very end. If you really like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Also, please share this video to the interview preparing people or the candidates who are looking to go to and settle down in abroad so that they can get a lot of information regarding introduce yourself. Thank you.